Welcome to the Out of Capes podcast for Flash Season 1, Episode 22, titled Rogue Air. This is a weekly podcast focusing on CW's The Flash series. I am one of your co-hosts, Staffa.
And I'm Eric.
So the way how this show is structured is Eric and I are going to talk about the episode, have a discussion on it. Then we're going to review and rate. And after that, we're going to have theories and potential spoilers on the finale next week's episode.
Yes.
So let's get going.
Okay.
This episode pretty much had only two things happened.
Yeah.
Basically, the minor thing was Iris and Eddie. Since that was the minor thing, let's talk about that first.
Sure.
So basically, Iris is the world's greatest detective. She is like, you know those image search games where like basically like Where's Waldo?
Yeah.
Like you have to find hidden object games. That's what they're called.
Yeah.
She is amazing at those because she just found the wedding ring in a large, very dark room.
Yep. She found the turquoise box.
Yeah, she's like, oh, what is this? Out of all the things in this room, I'm gonna, focus my attention on this.
Yep. She's like, I'm gonna look around this room for say anything.
I'm sorry, but like Iris's revelations have been poorly written into the show.
Yeah.
Like, the whole shock thing. Oh, I got shocked by you when you were in a coma, and I got shocked by you again. So you are obviously the Flash. And now it's like, oh, I'm in a very dark room, and I'm going to find this object that I wasn't even looking for to begin with.
Yep.
I find it very odd that Eddie is just going with the flow. He seems like, he doesn't seem like he wants to let go of Iris, but he's very, what's the word I'm looking for? He's cool about it. Like, he's like, yeah, we're not meant to be.
Yeah. But the funny thing was when he goes, I saw the future. And it says that you were Mary. I was like, you just changed the future right there because now she knows her own future, so she's going to change it. By telling her it, you changed it so you could change the future.
So it's like Eddie walks off camera. He's like, all right, time to find for a woman named Agnes.
Yep.
Yep. It kind of feels off character for him, especially like when he was tied up and he was talking to Eobard, and he's like, I don't care what you say, we're gonna stop you.
Yep.
And now he's like, well, he showed me this hologram of a newspaper.
No, I just don't care.
Time to just move on with my life. I don't care. I was tied up for 2 weeks with no food. I'm back at work. Where's Agnes? Let me find her on Tinder.com.
Yep.
Not much else to say about that.
Nope.
So we'll move on to the other thing that happened.
Sure.
Basically, Barry gets played by Captain Cold.
Yes. Which I don't understand.
Why is that?
Okay, so they put so much emphasis on, I have my word, and then he just freaking, and then when he betrays him, and his only excuse is, a crook is gonna be a crook.
Yeah, that line and the dialogue that him and Barry had in the previous episode that they were both together in, like, it made Captain Cold seem more like a cartoon character.
Yeah.
Like he's devolving. He's not like becoming more of a real person. He's becoming more of a cartoon character.
Yes.
He's like, well, I am evil.
Yeah. And the whole point, like in the comics, was that they have a mutual respect for each other, and that's one of. And Cold has a code where like he doesn't kill and so forth. And for him just to be like, "Oh, I just break my code because I'm a crook,"
Yeah.
was like so out of character.
Where's his curly mustache and his top hat?
Yes.
Is he gonna tie a damsel to a railroad track as well?
Especially with like the new spin-off show where he's clearly going to be helping other heroes. So it makes no sense for him to just betray a hero.
On top of all that, I feel like this whole plot it it was pointless because like okay, like the only thing that this did was it made Harrison Wells slash Eobard Thawne more of a less of a straight up villain, but more on the blurry side because it's kept up with his whole everything I've done was for a reason,
Yeah.
and it's not like he just let the criminals loose and said, okay, now they're loose, you know.
Yeah.
So it gave a different reason as to why those criminals are loose now, but I feel like the whole episode itself was kind of a waste rather than them just all escaping and there you go. We spent an entire episode of okay, Barry's running around with like a chicken with his head cut off trying to figure out what to do, finally gets a plan going to transport them, and then it all falls flat and they escaped anyways.
Yep. And they create the rogues.
Yeah. Plus, I like how they finally addressed the fact that they are holding them illegally.
Yes.
Like Joe over there talking to the DA. Yeah, and she's like, what the heck are you talking about, Joe? This is super illegal. Don't even mess with me. I will throw you in jail myself. And Joe's over there like, well, I'm just saying what if.
Hypothetically.
Yeah.
So it says hypothetically, it's not hypothetically.
Yeah. So okay, so Cisco and Golden Glider, do you think she is genuinely hitting on him, or is she like trying to play him?
Play him.
What is it that he has that she wants?
Technology.
So she wants more. She wants skates to fly around with.
Probably. That, or it's just her personality. Like there actually are people that are like that. They just like flirting with people for their own personal make themselves feel good.
I'm glad that Cisco thought with the right head.
Yes, he did.
Because it would have been too cliche for him to be like, whoa, a woman likes me.
Yep.
But like it makes no sense why he called her Golden Glider.
It doesn't. I mean, I can understand the golden part, but the glider, no.
Same thing, like same with Spectrum / Rainbow Raider, because they show him again in this episode, and he still has only the red.
Yes.
He did not do any other colors other than red. So what makes them think he can do other colors? I mean, like, as far as I know, this version of Spectrum only does red.
Yes.
And he totally whiffed it by unleashing the red onto Caitlin.
Of all people.
Yep. He's like, okay, I need an I need to change the odds into my favor and make one of them into one of my minions. Her, yep, the doctor,
Yep.
so she could slap Cisco.
Yep.
Uh, okay, so Peekaboo escaped. Like she was
Yeah.
the first to get out.
Yep.
Rainbow Raider and Weather Wizard escape because Captain Cold allowed them to.
Yep. And now they owe him a favor, which is the rogues.
What's Cyclops' name? The guy who's
Deathbolt.
Deathbolt. Okay, Deathbolt died.
Yep.
His death was kind of cool. Like
He owed him money.
he owed him money. What happened to Mist? Like
Um,
I saw Flash. He was doing the tornado thing and knocked him, and then they didn't show what they did with him afterwards.
no, because Barry then got hit by lightning, and then they didn't show him ever again.
So like, did they capture Mist or did he escape?
I don't know.
These are the questions that need to be asked.
Exactly.
Because Mist is probably the most dangerous.
Yes, because he can go anywhere.
Yeah, you go anywhere and he is like instant death.
Yes.
Just breathe.
Yep.
So
He's probably also the hardest one to catch.
Yeah. So yeah, like that was basically it.
Yeah.
The three heroes, Flash, Firestorm, and Oliver face off with Eobard Thawne at the end.
Yep.
I like Oliver's intro.
Yeah.
Because he was like, "Oh, sorry, I'm late because I had to climb up Star Labs just to swing off of it."
Yeah.
For this intro.
Yeah. And he goes, "What? You're not wearing your usual green?" He goes, "I'm trying something new."
Because seriously, now, seriously,
Yeah.
why did he swing off of Star Labs?
He's like Spider-Man.
I mean, like realistically, wouldn't he have like pulled up in his motorcycle or something?
Probably, yes.
But no, he did bring his motorcycle. He just parked it to the side, climbed up Star Labs. I was like, okay, I see.
You know what would have been more hilarious if he actually did like the same thing, but on his motorcycle. Like he just comes down on a zip line on his motorcycle.
I mean, like it makes total sense for Firestorm to come from above because he flew there.
Yes.
No, why is Barry on top of Star Labs? Oh, he's not. Sorry, not Barry. Oliver. Why is Oliver on top of Star Labs?
Because he likes being broody and be on top of buildings.
Okay, so anything else we want to talk about this episode?
Not really.
All right. So I guess the only thing we got left to do is review the episode.
Okay.
This is tough because like I want to rate this by the episode itself, but it's hard because the fact that we've been getting my main issue with this episode is that it feels like it hasn't been progressing the story, and that's been the issue with the past 5 episodes.
Yeah.
That it's been on cruise control, but like I want to rate it by the episode itself as a standalone episode. So because of that, I'll give it a 3 out of 5 Oliver's swinging off of Star Labs.
Okay.
So I mean, like I want to give it a 2 just because of the fact that the show's been on cruise control for a while, but that wouldn't be fair to the episode itself. It was an okay episode. It wasn't bad.
No.
So I'll give it a 3.
I'd probably give it a 3 too. To me, it felt like nothing happened.
Yeah.
Like if like this episode didn't happen, No, it would advance. The only thing that actually advanced the story wise was just like Snark getting his rogues. That's all really anything advanced the story.
Yeah, like, and they could have like this entire episode could have been summed up in like one line, because you know how this show likes to do things off camera, like
Yeah.
capture spectrum
Yep.
off camera. They could have easily had one line in the beginning of the next episode saying, "Oh, the rogues escape because Harrison Wells opened the door."
Yep.
I guess something like that.
Yep.
You know. So yeah, it just felt like nothing's happening. Um, so well, let's move on.
Okay then.
We have feedback this week.
Oh my gosh.
We have feedback. Fan of the show, Damari Wilford,
Yes.
wrote to us on Twitter,
Yes.
and they basically said, well, they wrote to the Twitter that is Out of Continues, which is mainly for the Out of Continues podcast, but
Yeah.
that's fine. I'm not gonna hate on that. It's fine.
No.
But all right, the Mary Wilford says, morons, Joe is cool. You know
I
what?
think he's getting at how you're constantly doing the secret thing with Joe.
Joe might be a cool guy. You know, he seems like a cool guy to hang out with, but when it comes down to like taking care of business, I think Joe is very selfish. Cause I mean, look at this episode. I mean, when they saw, the alarm was going off about the particle accelerator turning on,
Yeah.
Joe was leading the charge. Why is Joe the first one to go in? Shouldn't it be Barry, since he would be the one that can most, who can easily get out if there is something dangerous in there?
Yeah.
No, Joe needs to be first because he wants to shoot someone in the face. Joe wants to keep all the secrets to himself. Joe wants to hypothetically lock everyone up illegally.
Yep.
Although Joe was right this episode.
Yes, he was.
He was right. Don't trust Snart.
Nope.
Out of all the people Barry could have gone to for help, he went to Snart. I mean, like, yeah, he said Oliver had his issues going on, but what about the Atom?
Yep.
You know?
The Atom could just shrink them all down into like little tiny, put them in test tubes, and they would transport them easily.
Or the Atom can use his Hulkbuster suit.
That whole okay, never mind. That's Arrow. Oh my god.
He can call for Veronica to send the Hulkbuster suit.
Yep.
And oh wait, I'm thinking of Iron Man.
Yes. That's all he is Iron Man. Even an Arrow with the jets. That was such an Iron Man scene.
All right. So, anyways, thanks to Mary Wilford for tweeting at us. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Even if you did call us morons, that's fine. I'm not going to take it personally.
No.
So, anyways, let's wrap things up before we talk about the finale.
Okay.
Spoilers and theories on the finale.
Yeah.
So if you enjoy what you've been hearing, you can support us by liking us on Facebook, following us on Twitter, leave an iTunes review, or you can contact by email. That's capes@outofcontinues.com. All these can be found on the website. That's www.outofcontinues.com/TV podcasts. You can subscribe to the YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/outofcontinues. You can give me a tweet. I am at Sayed Stafa. That's at SAYEDSTAFA. And Eric is
At emetzger712, EMETZGER 712.
With that said, I am Staffa.
And I'm Eric.
Thanks for joining us, and we'll either see you in the spoiler section or we'll see you next week as we discuss the finale,
Yes.
episode 23,
Yes.
Fast Enough. For Fast, for Furious.
Vin Diesel will make an appearance.
Yes. See ya.
See ya.
All right. Spoiler alert.
Spoilers.
Spoilers.
To go with Fast and the Furious.
Yep. So Vin Diesel's coming in
Yes.
with The Rock.
Yes.
They're going to drag race against Eobard Thawne.
Yes.
And it's going to be really close. They're going to have a photo finish at the end.
Yep.
Is that what's going to happen?
Yep.
No, I don't think that's what's going to happen. So, the finale.
Yes.
All right. I watched the teaser for the finale. And basically, I think one of the main things to note is that Barry goes back in time and talks to his mother.
Yep.
It's me, Barry.
I'm like, I have no idea who you are. You can say you're Barry, but Barry who?
You're scaring me very much.
Ha.
Oh. What else happened in the trailer? It's been a while since I watched it because I watched it this morning before work.
Hold on.
Basically, I mean, he's gonna be going against Eobard Thawne with the other three. Sorry, the other two. And yeah, do we have anything else?
It looks like the whole city's going down.
Do we have any spoilers that you have to talk about?
Like,
No.
they really are being very quiet about what this. I mean, the only thing was Legends of Tomorrow, and that's really it.
Okay.
And Barry's gonna be an arrow tonight.
So I'm gonna assume my theory
Yes.
theory is that he is gonna lose the Harrison Eobard Thawne is gonna lose the Harrison Wells body and go back to his blonde guy body.
Maybe.
And that will lead to the whole fight scene in his home.
Yes, because that has to happen sometime.
Although Barry doesn't have the suit with the white emblem.
Not yet.
So is he going to get the new suit in this finale?
I don't know because it is in the trailer.
I really hope that this is not going to be the end of Tom Cavanaugh on the show.
He's the only one that hasn't been confirmed for next season.
Because he's probably my favorite guy on the show.
Yes.
He's had the most interesting scenes. But, I mean, they...
Better than Cisco?
Hey, Cisco has improved. Because when they first introduced him on Arrow, I was like, oh my god, I hate this guy.
He's annoying as hell.
Yes. But I grew to love him.
Yes.
Especially with his big cheesy smiles. Like with when Firestorm's flying off.
Yeah.
Cisco's back there cheesing. Yeah. But I don't know. I mean, I don't really have much else to talk about as far as spoilers, unless you got anything to talk about.
Nope.
All right. So that is it.
Yep.
Next week we'll be, as I mentioned, we'll be reviewing the finale and probably doing a review on the entire season as well.
Yes.
So thanks for joining us.
See us.